Hackers use Discord for spreading malware. 14,000 malware URLs reported.
Crushed it.
You use Discord, right?
I do.
How do you feel about this?
Shu uses Discord.
I quit Discord before we started this recording, okay?
Did you click on any malware before you started this recording?
No, I always click on malware. I like to live life on the edge.
Is this because there's a large youth population on Discord?
I
think it's
there's a large population on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Discord is just a method. It's like texting, faxing, emails, whatever. Discord, I think this article just threw Discord in there to get clicks, but there's nothing in it.
I know Gary Vee and other people were just opening Discords to talk about, to talk in small to medium-sized groups with folks about certain kinds of investment, and so it seemed like a ripe target.
Well, everyone's moving to Slack, except for Slack is incredibly insecure, or rather, to be fair, Slack's never proven how secure they are. And Discord you can run securely from your own server, and it's free, right? Mm-hmm. So I've considered moving us to Discord off Slack. I find Slack right now to be useful enough to keep using, but the first major security incident that Slack has, I think Discord is very much where I and a lot of other people would switch to.
True. I think traditionally the target audience of Slack was very different from Discord. Discord, even still, Slack has made up ground for this, but I think Discord was always open to everyone, including channel and business partners. So that's where Slack lacked. They've tried to make up ground for that. But yeah, it's most Discord servers it's a community. Most channels and servers are community, so it's no different from posting a link to malware on forum spam or anything like that.
Yeah, I think the malware didn't change and the method didn't change. All they did is they started using Discord rather than email, right? And I guess the thought is that Discord should have protections against this. But Discord's purely a technology, and I don't think that a lot of technologies have anti-malware built in. I remember back when Discord was mainly for voice, right? Like a team chat, like actually voice communication, and then it sort of evolved into text. I just think, we are all joining a bunch of different channels and a bunch of different Discord servers, and we should consider every one of those suspect, right? No matter where the link is, you shouldn't just be clicking on it.
Does 14,000 sound like a lot, or does that sound routine? The way that the headline kind of
14,000 what?
Risky URLs.
No, that sounds, like 14,000 unique risky URLs, sure, like that's a lot of unique. Mm-hmm. But like malware can auto-generate URLs super easy. Yeah. So I don't think that's hard.
Yeah, I think the article insinuated that Slack took a long time actually removing those URLs from the servers, or not Slack, I'm sorry, Discord. The question I have is, does Slack do the same thing? But it all goes back down to the individual user. Don't click on links you don't know.
Well, and Discord doesn't manage servers or manage communities. Discord purely provides software, and I would hazard a bet that a bunch of those servers are managed by, part-time admins. What do you think, Miguel?
Well, I think that it all comes down, resuming on what you guys said, it all comes down to being a little bit tech savvy, and I'm not saying super savvy or super aware, but I agree with you. Everybody should be aware of the links they are clicking, regardless of where they're coming from, whether it's an email, which is phishing usually, whether it's Discord, Slack. I think the methods and the tools might change, but at the end of the day, people should be very careful with the links they click and who they came from. I think that it all comes down to that.
I've heard of some promising technology where there's at least one new browser company that runs the entire browser in a container. And I think that's the direction we should head. I think that every tab in a browser should be its own container, and nothing should be able to get out unless you explicitly are providing permission, and it probably should go through a series of scans. And so I don't believe that technology can solve really any of our security problems. I think that we need better people and people making decisions. But this is one case where, a drive-by download of an infected PDF could very easily be handled by providing a safe sandbox for the browser.
Definitely, we could lessen the risk. We could mitigate that, but that sounds like a good idea. You mean like a virtual machine or a Docker container for each tab? That would be great because that would be encapsulated.
And that's what we do. So my job and Miguel's job is to go into the darknet and click every link we see. And that's the opposite of what all normal people should do, but we do it within a container and self-contained and safe. But no one else has really that level of technology, right? And so it would be good to have another tool given to every employee. So part of this is better employee education, right? Like, don't click on links. The other part is we really should be using containers for browsers.
I agree.
I didn't know those things existed. Okay. Moving on to our last topic of the day.
All right. Story number 5, presented by Divya.
We passed the laptop.
So if you go to Zoom,
Okay, I am.
go to Zoom.
This is a symbolic handoff.
So